So hello everyone, welcome to English 11, Period 1, this 2018-19 school year. My name is, as I've already mentioned, Miss Heckle. I know it doesn't look anything like that, it's one of those lovely names that you'll eventually get used to. I just wanted to outline my basic classroom expectations because, as you know, teachers have a habit of doing so at the beginning of the year and sometimes throughout the year. Materials that you're expected to bring with you to every class are a binder, loose leaf paper, pens, pencils, a highlighter, and of course, a silent reading book. This can be a book from home or from the library of your choosing, as long as I approve it. We will be making a trip to the library likely next week to make sure that everyone has one to get started. And we'll discuss later in class, more in depth, a major assignment that will be connected to one of the novels that you choose to read this semester. Seating. You may sit wherever you would like at this time. This is, of course, subject to change if I deem it necessary at any particular time. Might be too much chattiness, not enough productivity, or other disruptive behavior. So it's up to you. Homework. It's your responsibility to complete homework assignments on time. If an assignment is not completed on time, I will expect one of two things. Number one, you're struggling with the assignment, and so you will connect with me either in person or via email in a timely manner in order to get clarification or help to complete the assignment. Or number two, you have been sick or away for some reason, in which case you still have access to Google Classroom and can see what you have missed. If you're still unclear what you need to do for a particular assignment that you've missed, you need to speak to me as soon as possible, or perhaps a classroom friend that might be able to help you. I'm willing to give a little bit of extra time in a case like this to complete the assignment if you discuss it with me. Assignments and late policy. I believe that the majority of you will submit your assignments according to the due date. Of course, there are always a few that neglect to do so. This is by far the most annoying classroom management problem that teachers have to deal with. I also believe that you should be graded on the quality of your work. If assignments start to lag, you will start the game of catch-up and it will soon catch up with you. For example, you will find yourself writing a quiz for which you are ill-prepared because you haven't yet completed the assignments to develop your understanding and therefore lead to your success on the assessment. So what I'm trying to say is late assignments are not the recipe for student success if this is your practice. Chromebooks and cell phone use. There is a cart, as you know, in most classrooms now. One Chromebook will be assigned per student. Please ensure that you care for them and plug them back in at the end of each class. They may be used for research and Google Classroom and assignment completion, of course. If you are found wasting time on them on unrelated sites, you will be given a warning and privileges will be revoked if this becomes a problem and parents will be notified. Don't put your computers away before 5 minutes to the bell. Otherwise, you're going to get the stink eye from me. Social media, i.e. Facebook, YouTube, videos that are unrelated to what you're working on, Twitter, etc. All of those are a no-no. You know that, of course, and the same goes very simply for cell phone use. I do not want to see you on your cell phones at any time if I'm instructing you or during quizzes or exams, which you're fully aware of. Copying and plagiarism. They're serious offenses, and we'll talk a little bit more later in class about what constitutes plagiarism. The first time you're caught, we'll consider it a freebie, and I'll give you a warning and a reminder of the seriousness of this and a chance to redo your assignment or a similar one depending on the situation. If there is a second infraction, your grade will simply be a 0. A few other little tidbits. Food and drink in the classroom. Do not arrive to the class late because you've had to wait in the cafeteria for breakfast. If you intend to get breakfast in the cafeteria, make plans accordingly. Make sure you arrive early enough to do so. I will not tolerate lates to class for this reason. It's perfectly fine to bring snacks, smaller items of food, water, juice, but don't bring a full-fledged breakfast with you. You, of course, know and don't likely need to be reminded of the rules regarding drinks anywhere near your computers. And finally, if you don't want to lose the privilege of being permitted to eat in class if necessary, then make sure that you clean up every bit of mess after yourself. If you leave anything behind on your desk that I'm forced to clean up, your privileges will be removed for a minimum of 2 weeks. Bathroom breaks. Please try to go to the washroom before class. This is a first period class, and so this should be easily done prior to coming to class. If you absolutely can't hold it until after the class, then you'll need to sign out with a time on the board and make sure you take the bathroom pass with you. Do not abuse this so that I don't have to deal with consequences. And to finish up, just remember our North Peace motto, peace is in the air. A, standing for accountability, being willing to be accountable or responsible for our actions. I, for integrity. Exhibiting or showing integrity means honesty and uprightness in all that we do. R, for respect. The foundation of building and maintaining relationships lies in the respect that we show one another. I will respect you, and in turn, I expect you to respect me. That was a tongue twister. So basically, be here, be responsible, be respectful, and be awesome.